Oh my God, it's another day of blind items. I could not be more excited, especially because we have another special guest joining us to solve all of the mystery, juicy bits of gossip with the names left out. Her name's Leah. Leah, hi.
Hi.
It's good to have you. We got to get her mic on. There we go.
I'll actually turn my mic on there. I forgot to do that for myself.
We're professionals. Leah, a lot has been going on in the world. We started out when I was checking the news this morning. I saw that Prince Harry is back in the UK to celebrate the 10th anniversary of his Invictus Games, which means there's probably some blind items, royal related, swimming out there.
Okay.
Perhaps. Oh, he says perhaps. How are you feeling about your... you've done blind items before. This is not new to you, but how are you feeling today?
I feel pretty good. I have spent a lot of time on social media for the past 2 days, and I listened to Brittany on air with you yesterday. So
yeah, she did a great job filling in.
She's great.
You said you'd been checking the internet since what, 2000 and something?
I said I have been reading Perez Hilton and blind items since 2007.
You're going to be just fine. You're going to be fine.
Watch, today's the day I bomb.
No, you're not going to bomb. Nobody bombs on blind items. Should we get right to it?
Let's do it. Let's get things started here with this first one. We still got a tiny bit of cleanup to do when it comes to the Met Gala.
Oh, yeah.
And let's begin with this one. How many hours did it take to make your dress? This former A-plus list actress knows exactly how the game is played. She always makes sure she's the winner by throwing out some unbelievably insane number of hours that certainly isn't true. She did it again this year.
Former A-plus list actress.
Yes. Not singer, not performer.
Nope.
And she took allegedly it took an insane amount of time to make her dress?
That's what they are saying. That's normally one of the questions. When you're coming down, they're always asking, how long did it take to make your dress, time put into it or whatever. And this person, according to the blind items, makes sure she's always at the top of that list.
Well, good for her.
That's one way to make sure people talk about you.
Yeah. Former A-plus list. So she is it just because she hasn't been in a movie in a while?
Yep.
Okay. But when she was big, she was really big.
So I'm going to just jump in with it.
Please
do.
Demi Moore. Now her dress doesn't...
She's so good. She's so good. She's been practicing. She's been playing. And from the person who has the blind items, don't go too quick because I might not have enough.
Well,
but yes.
But can I explain why I was a little hesitant? I really thought this was not I didn't think this was the right guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But her dress wasn't overly complicated. I didn't think. It was like a big, bright, bold pattern. I'm going to have to go back and kind of look at what the dress actually looked like. Because it wasn't like, hand-sewn Swarovski crystals all over top to bottom.
She claims it was made from wallpaper and took 11,000 hours to embroider it.
No.
Okay, so it was made from wallpaper. I thought it was just inspired by wallpaper.
It says specifically here
No,
made.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Well, there was also that dress that was made out of sand, right?
Yeah, there's one. Oh, she was beautiful.
But the Demi Moore one, I did not know the story behind that one. I didn't realize that was a hand embroidered. 11,000 hours. What did they have, 800 people working on it? 11,000 hours.
I feel like that's one person working on it then. That's why it took them so dang long.
Well, yeah, but
But I suppose, yeah.
I work 15 hours.
How many hours in a year?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I can't do math, so none of us are going to achieve at this particular
There
adventure.
are 8,760 hours in a year.
So you would have to believe that somebody worked the entire... Well, I guess...
Well,
no.
That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense because it had to be a bunch of people. And if it weren't, it would mean that they had started the dress years ago, which they wouldn't have because you...
The theme wasn't released until, September or whenever.
What she said. Wait. What she said.
But according to the blind item, that's not uncommon. Demi Moore apparently always throws out some crazy high number on how many hours it took her dress. So she's always the head of the conversation.
A little bit of, gilding the lily is fine. Mm-hmm. It was an interesting gown. And remember, we talked about yesterday, I give bonus points, even if I don't get it, for following the assignment versus just wearing a really nice, couture gown.
She did understand the assignment.
Yeah. It was very floral.
I loved it.
She did. Yeah. Beautiful. Let's do another one here as we're rolling through the blind items today. This B-minus list singer and actress is doing exactly what she's done in the past. Find some way to tie herself to someone much higher on the list and make the story all about her.
Okay.
B-minus list singer / actress is doing exactly what she's done in the past. Find somebody to tie herself to that's higher on the list or some way to tie herself to someone higher on the list and then make the story all about her.
Oh, I love a good B-minus lister because they're thirsty.
They are.
They have to.
Has this person been doing this for like years or decades?
It depends on what I feel like it's been probably around a decade.
A solid decade. Okay.
According to the blind items. Again, that's not my personal opinion. Oh, wait, maybe it is.
Oh. Hey, when you say tied to,
yeah.
Does that mean like dating?
No. Well, it has in the past. It doesn't now. Let me read it again. This B-minus list singer and actress is doing exactly what she's done in the past. Find some way to tie herself to someone much higher on the list and then make the story all about her.
Is this like Taylor related?
Taylor adjacent.
Taylor adjacent. Is that the person she's tying herself to?
No.
Ooh. But she has in the past been Taylor adjacent. Are we still at the Met Gala, by the way?
No, we've left the Met Gala.
Oh,
we might return later. We've left the Met Gala.
I was like, I need one of those little canapes. Where's the person walking around with snacks? Do they do that there, do you think?
Person wants to be invited to the
I don't
Met
think any of
Gala.
those people eat.
I know. Okay. So now we're outside of the Met Gala, so I can let all of that go. So that means we're talking about somebody who's Taylor adjacent, who has been in the news recently or connecting herself in the news recently.
Are they from a universe like a Disney universe?
No.
When you say it, so you did say singer actress.
I did say singer and actress. And I would specifically say that. And sometimes if it's somebody who is way more a singer than an actor, I'll say singing actor or I'll say actor who sings. But this is definitely a singer and an actor.
So it's not Camila Cabello.
Nope. B-minus list.
B-minus list.
Which might make it a little difficult. But you guys are doing good.
Have they released an album?
They have, I believe, released an album.
Was it a solo album or with a group?
It was a solo album when they did release an album. Let me just clarify that they actually released an album. I believe this person did. Yes. They released 2 albums, actually.
Oh, there was 2 albums.
This should be really easy because there's not very many singer actors, meaning equal parts.
It's also a little tougher, though, because we're in the B- category.
We're in the B. Okay. So I've got Demi's on my head. I'm going to say Demi Lovato.
It is not.
Okay.
Now, I will say maybe you need to return back to the question about Taylor adjacent.
Taylor adjacent. Okay.
Because it's not the fact that this person was once or is Taylor adjacent. It's the fact that the story is.
Oh. This is not that Barry Keoghan girlfriend lady.
Not Sabrina Carpenter, no.
It's not Rita Ora.
Nope. Go ahead and say it.
Suki Waterhouse.
Not Dua Lipa either.
FKA Twigs.
There's a requirement on this show that if you say the name Rita Ora, you have to immediately then say Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa. It's none of them.
None of them. B-minus list.
B-minus list.
Again, think of these.
British?
No.
Not foreign born.
No, not foreign born. She is
good old
a Midwesterner, looks like.
Oh.
A Midwesterner.
A B-minus list singer / actress is doing exactly what she's done in the past. Find some way to tie herself to someone much higher on the list and then make the story all about you. So again, and the story has something to do with Taylor. So who's around Taylor right now?
Who's around Taylor right now?
Who has been around Taylor?
No, who's around Taylor right now? Travis, yes. The story's about Travis.
Oh, is this that lady? I don't know her name. She's the one that's like, he drinks a lot.
Mm-hmm. It's not Morgan. She's not a Morgan, is she?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. What is her name? You're right.
I read this article and skipped over it.
That's okay. Then you're not going to get it. Because, again, she's B-minus list. But this is One Tree Hill and country music star Jana Kramer.
Jana Kramer.
According to the blind items, this is not a shock or shouldn't be a shock to anybody because this B-minus list singer, Jana Kramer, is doing exactly what she's done in the past. Find somebody to tie herself to that's higher on the list and then make the story all about her.
Yeah, and she really stretched it for that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And that's never going to end well.
No.
Especially when it's, like when you're trying to insert yourself into a celebrity narrative, I feel like you're always going to lose. Yeah. Especially when the celebrity in question in this case is, Taylor Swift's boyfriend. I mean, nobody wants to hear anything negative right now about those two. They will at some point, don't you worry. So she needs to just sit on her, what do they say? Sit on her powder, keep her powder dry.
Yeah. She also has...
sit on it.
Yeah. She's done this with names such as Chris Evans, names like Brody Jenner. Recently, we found out that it was the worst blind date she's ever had.
I mean, we saw that coming. It's Brody Jenner.
Well, but she's very good at making sure everyone knows the people higher on the list she's associated with and making sure it becomes a story. And she's had a podcast for a very long time.
Good luck to her.
So there you go. I don't think that blind item is shocking anybody. But you guys got it. Nicely done. Let's keep it rolling on into another blind item today. This former A-list comedic actor is not the draw he thought he was. A business event down under is literally giving away tickets valued in the hundreds of dollars because nobody wanted to show up.
Oh, boy, some comedians. Circuit comedian?
No, so this former A-list comedic actor has drawn or is not the draw that he thought he once was. A business event down under is literally giving tickets valued at hundreds of dollars away because nobody wanted to show up.
I mean, do you have any thoughts, Leah? Because I have
You have thoughts?
Yeah, I have one.
I want to hear your thoughts.
Just one thought. Does this involve pastries?
Pastries?
I want to see where you're going with this.
I don't think it involves pastries, but if you find a way to involve it with pastries, I'm all ears.
So it's not like something you would put in your toaster.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
No.
Okay, so it's not Jerry
Not an
Seinfeld.
unfrosted experience.
I was like, maybe there was like an unfrosted screening in Australia.
Nope.
They were like,
nope.
Anybody want to see this movie? Okay, fine.
Nobody
Comedic
wants,
actor.
As somebody who has seen the movie, nobody wants to see that movie.
That's the only reason I know it was a bomb is because you watched it.
Yeah.
Okay, are we going to say comedic films?
Yes.
Okay, so film, not television, both?
Not specifically only comedic films, but yes, a person who is a former A-list comedic actor, known for comedic roles. Not exclusively, but mostly.
And is like a film right now is premiering that is,
nope. Not a film, because again, let me read it again. The former A-list comedic actor is not the draw he thought he was. A business event down under is literally giving away tickets valued into the hundreds of dollars because nobody wanted to show up.
Okay.
Now, is this person from Australia?
No.
New Zealand? They are American.
This person was born extremely close to where we sit right now.
Oh, my.
That's a fun fact for you.
That is because the only comic that I'm thinking of from this area is no longer with us.
And again, think comedic actor less than comic.
Okay.
This
now, when
should
you
be
say close,
obvious.
is that Canada or is that like Wisconsin?
No, I
there's
mean
some
like
options
Minneapolis.
there.
I mean like Minneapolis close.
Oh,
yes.
like close.
Very,
St.
very
Paul?
close to us. No, Minneapolis close.
He was
I don't know the hospital, so I don't know specifically how
which
close.
hospital?
But I can try to find it if
Do
you
you
want,
know
if
where
that's
he
going to
grew
help.
up? Is it Garrison Keillor?
He didn't grow up around here, I'll say. That's why most people don't realize he was born here.
It's not Garrison Keillor.
It is not.
That would be great.
I believe he soon moved and grew up in the Chicagoland area.
Oh.
After being born here.
Oh.
Former A-list. And I would argue if you're going to go by comedic actor standards, I'd say former A-plus list comedic actor.
When was he
There
at
was
his
a
height?
time-
In the 90s?
2000s, early 2000s.
Okay, on a whim, Jeremy Piven?
Nope.
I guess he was from Madison or Chicago.
Comedic actor.
Mm-hmm.
He was born.
There's funny people born in Minnesota. That's what's really throwing me off.
There are a lot of funny people from Minnesota.
His most known for comedic roles were definitely in the 2000s. Was in some things in the late 90s.
Oh, gosh. Late 90s.
There was a run in the 2000s when every funny movie featured this fella.
Stifler.
Nope.
He,
Also
I feel
born
like
here,
he
though. Well
is
done.
from here.
Yeah,
He
Yeah,
is from
Cottage
That's
Grove.
Sean William Scott, right?
He's a
That's his
Cottage
real
Grove
name?
guy. Yep, Sean William
Okay.
Scott.
Not him.
This
Not
guy
William
was
Scott.
in all of the movies?
He was in all of the movies.
Did he have
It's not Adam
heartthrob?
Sandler,
Not-
clearly.
Nope.
Did he have heartthrob status at all, or was he a
Definitely not heartthrob.
Okay,
Sam.
okay.
Nope.
McLovin?
Nope.
Did he have, like, I don't know, a famous phrase?
No.
Or-
He was very known for not having any famous phrases and more ad-libbing in his movies.
He ad-libbed. Oh, my God. This
Almost
is
in
gonna
everything. That's what made him great.
hurt me. This is hurting me.
This is hurting my brain.
And it's really hurting my brain. And I feel like
Illiterate.
Chevy Chase. Not from here.
Everyone knows he's from Chevy Chase, Illinois, or wherever that.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Did we know he was a Minnesotan?
This person, you may not have known that, but he was born in Minneapolis.
Maybe we knew him as a Chicagoland.
Illiterate. Yes, you know him
Okay.
as a Chicago fan if you're a sports fan.
Oh, he's a Chicago fan. Was he a Second City kind of guy?
I don't believe he was Second City.
Sports fan.
Who likes those
Dick
Chicago?
Butkus.
We're going to go very low on the alphabet if we're going with the illiterate.
Adam.
Will Wheaton.
No.
Is that high or
A little
low?
bit higher than that. Hold on. A little bit higher than that.
Okay.
Lyle Lovett.
Just go
Doing
through
Oh my
them.
illiterate
goodness.
names now. Okay.
This is what happens.
He
Bradley
was
talks
in
me
all
up big.
of the movies in the 90s.
In the
Mike
2000s,
said.
early
In the
2000s.
In the 2000s.
Think of the 2005 movies. This
Was
is
he
my
in some-
wheelhouse. He's
They
in my
weren't Adam
favorite
Sandler.
movie of all time.
Will Ferrell movies?
Will, yes. One of his
Okay, that's-
contemporaries
So
was in movies with him. Was
Is
in a
it
lot of the movies
Rob
with him.
Riggle.
Chris Kattan?
Oh my gosh. In movies such as, he was also in a lot of movies with, Owen Wilson.
With Owen Wilson.
They were in two very specific
When you
movies.
did your Owen Wilson, I can't get Jennifer
I
or
thought it was Jennifer
That's a little
Coolidge.
different.
Coolidge out of my head.
Wow.
They need to do a movie together called
They do.
Wow.
No,
They do.
they totally should.
Oh my goodness. This is hurting my heart.
It's okay.
I bet this is.
It's hurting our faces.
Okay,
My
Anchor
phone
was
is
this
blowing
actor
up.
an Anchorman?
He was an Anchorman, yes.
Okay.
He was also in Old School and Dodgeball and Wedding Crashers and The Breakup and Fred Claus and Four Christmases and Couples Retreat and The Internship and The Watch and The Dilemma.
And
Rudy.
I
You know
know who this is. This is that guy.
that looks like the dude.
V.
He's got that look.
Oh, my
He's got
gosh.
like a
He
jaw.
was in True Detective and many argue the worst season.
Yes.
And he was born in Minneapolis. His name is...
Oh God.
Oh, my goodness.
I can see him.
Well, then ask him his name.
What is your name, sir?
He was also in The Lost World Jurassic Park, an underrated role for him.
It's like Vince Vaughn.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh.
goodness.
I knew it.
I'm going to give you another ding just for sticking through that.
My text messages are blowing up
My
right
phone
now.
is constantly
can't even-
vibrating with people.
I am so humiliated.
It's okay. This former A-list comedic actor, Vince Vaughn, is not the draw he thought he once
I
was.
think we've all been forced out of Minneapolis at this point.
A business, again, I don't think most people even realize he was born in Minneapolis. Some
I
people
think
probably
I
did.
knew
but-
that on some level.
I think Steve Patterson drops that a lot.
Oh, does he? I didn't
I
know
think
that.
Steve
Okay.
likes him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn, born in Minneapolis, raised in Chicago.
Apparently, yes. Apparently, he was the headliner for a big business event down under, and it was such a big draw to bring him in. Nobody paid the $300 a ticket it cost to go there, and they were literally just handing out tickets and giving them away.
Well, that's a bummer.
That is a bummer.
Is there a problem
For
with
him.
Vince Vaughn?
Oh, hey, free trip to Australia.
Well,
I don't think he's been canceled.
he hasn't been canceled. He is very outspoken politically, and there's some things with him that people
right.
might have
You
not
know,
love.
issues with.
But again, in Australia, I don't think that has a factor. So I don't know.
No.
Well, and he was on Curb on the latest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
So there you go.
My God.
You guys did
Interesting.
so great. I'm so proud
Are
of
we
you.
allowed to finish?
Yeah, we got
Because
to.
we have like 6 minutes.
Let's get that
Kick
taste.
us out.
Get that taste out of our mouth. Let's move on. That's the
We just
beauty of
end.
blind items. It's like sports. Whenever you have a bad blind item, it's okay. There's always another one. You
This
just
is
move
what
on.
I love about Mike. Always the optimist.
Exactly. Let's go to this one.
Most people would have kicked us out by now.
When you're an A-minus list, mostly TV actress, and you're trying to get people to buy a new book, you generally shouldn't be yelling and arguing with people, just trying to do their job. So we've got an A-minus list, mostly TV actress, who is apparently trying to sell a new book, and they have been yelling and arguing with people, just trying to do their job.
Oh, actress, though, not reality star.
Actress.
Mostly TV actress.
Mostly TV actress.
Oh.
Yes.
Because there have been a couple books. This is not Bette Midler.
Nope. And I will say this is an upcoming book. This is not one that was just released.
Oh, it hasn't been released yet,
Nope.
but is she doing PR for it
She's
already?
doing some PR for it, yep.
I feel like I know this. A- list, mostly TV actress.
I will say, I don't know the specific story the blind item is referring to, but it wouldn't surprise me if it happened at the Met Gala, because we saw this individual at the Met Gala for the first time in years.
Oh.
Ooh.
And I will also give you the clue that she had a very close connection to the Met Gala years ago. In fact, she was a co-chair.
Oh.
Does she like shoes?
I would assume she likes shoes.
Is it?
Sarah Jessica Parker?
You got it!
Oh, yeah.
Nicely done.
Andy Cohen's dates?
You guys see, doesn't that taste so much better? You got
Yes,
that
when you
bad
get
taste
it.
out of your
Yeah.
mouth. Most people don't even remember Vince Vaughn. I mean, we don't even remember that one.
Oh,
Vince
we're never
Vaughn
gonna live
took us
that down.
14 minutes to come up with. Nobody remembers Vince and all of the movies he's been in that I named, and you still weren't able to name him. Nobody remembers that. Now we're just thinking about Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yes, and she's got a book coming out.
Yes, and apparently she's being mean to people. So stop doing that and sell your freaking book.
We don't know what the story is, though?
We
Like, who
don't.
she
I
was
don't
mean
have any
to?
details on this
Is
one.
it-
Just apparently she was yelling at some people.
Well, the book is probably like why, and just like that.
Yeah.
Was so terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we all just need to yell at her and that whole cast because that show was such a disappointment to me as a lifelong Sex and the
makes
City
me-
fan.
Yeah, I was not a lifelong fan. I did enjoy some of the show, but it was not like my wheelhouse back in the day. But
Oh, I
for
threw the
fans-
Sex and the City party with
Did
the
you really?
limo.
You were all in.
I was all in.
I was over watching Queer as Folk.
Oh,
that was
well.
sort of the other right
Yeah.
around that time
Yeah.
series that kind of, people were obsessed with.
All right, we've got another one here, and man, I hope this blind item is true. The recent gig for the A-lister was all thanks to this A-list reality star / actress / producer who is very good buddies with the producer. What an interesting change of a turn of events. I think the feud is officially over. The recent gig for an A-lister is thanks to an A-list reality star / actress / producer who is best buddies with the producer of the person who gave the gig to this A-lister. It seems like the beef, the feud, might truly officially be over based on some things we've seen recently.
So a long-running feud?
Yes. Say it. Oh, I thought you were going on to something.
He thinks you know.
I think you know, but
So
you don't
come
know.
up with an answer. I'm like, my head was like whiplash.
Think of
'cause
feuds
it's like
and an A-list reality star / actress / producer.
him and
Taylor.
So the recent gig for an A-lister that apparently had ties to that was all thanks to Kim Kardashian being buddies with the producer of the show, who just got a gig with somebody who's friends. Say it.
Travis. Are you smarter than a fifth
Not
grader?
that
No,
one.
he's the other one.
His
What's
other
the new
gig.
one? We just talked about it yesterday. He
And-
got the gig as
I really love that Travis is getting
New
work 'cause
Year's
he has-
Rockin' Eve. No.
Nope. This is an acting gig, a true scripted acting
yes.
gig with a director
Ryan Murphy.
named Ryan
because
Murphy.
Kim is besties with Ryan.
Is the feud officially now over? Now, I will give you some other examples here to support this blind item. Not only did Mr. Travis Kelsey get this gig with Ryan Murphy in this new scripted program, we also saw Lana Del Rey hanging out and talking to Kim during the Met Gala very closely. Brittany Mahomes is now a person endorsing Skims. Sabrina Carpenter is somebody
You're right.
producing Skims. Even though Thank You Amy was just
Mike!
dropped, that song could have been written a long time ago. The feud has ended. Kim has moved on.
You unraveled another mystery.
That
It's
was
over.
amazing.
All right. Well, if that's true,
It's ended.
We're going to have more proof, though, I think. So stick around. Mike does a great job of slinging these blind items each and every day. You do a great job of listening and watching. Download, like, and subscribe. Watch us on YouTube. Leah, thanks for being with us on
Blinded by the Item.
Bye.
Blinded by the item.